Okay, since I'm not sure if I have to voice over these or not, but these are the autopsies. I think Maximilian does all the voice work of what these say, but here you go. Yep.
Corpses, lumbering, rotting cadavers. What contrivance could have wrought this abomination? Disease, science, blasphemous occult rituals. How can something so dead, yet be so alive and hungry? They lust for flesh, human flesh, and feast upon all the sweet breads a man has to offer.
Okay, I think he's done. Analysis of Mantarok zombie. A living human corpse. It has no special attribute or weaknesses. It is very weak, composed of dried sinew and skin. Chattur'gha zombie.
These wretched creatures, these flayed corpses, wandering, decrepit, soulless vessels, content only to gnaw on human meat, to spill human blood, even headless. Their hate for the living grew in propensity, flailing maniacally in their bloodlust, killing anything close.
Okay. Firm muscular means a resilient organism. These things take more damage than other limbs regrow unless the creatures itself are destroyed. That they do.
Neither the embalming salve of their wrappings nor the numbness of death could override the dominating madness that is xel'lotath. Controlled, prodded into an existence by an incessant cacophony of voices, penetrating every level of their psyches, these corpses are coerced into life, ambling, moaning, shrieking.
The dude's off his rocker. Alright, limbs regrow as phantom entities when severed, causing deep-rooted insanity in the observers. The wrappings of the mummy are highly combustible and catch fire easily.
Rotted from within, worried apart by the ravening fish and parasitic fetor of their sunken graves, these drowned zombies emerged, spilling their festering entrails and slopping fluids with each pain-ridden step, each step hoping to bring an end to their pain by spreading it to others.
Severing the head will prevent it from singing. Singing. Accumulation of gas in the abdomen resulting from decomposition is a serious threat. Watch out for explosions. Yay! A chattur'gha bone thief.
They are amongst us. I knew they would come after me. For I knew their devices,
This one's good.
their depraved methods. Creatures wearing human skins as we wear clothes to cover their hideousness from our eyes, so they might consort insidiously with our species, infiltrating, manipulating, playing us against each other. Damn our eyes! We are blind to them, but I knew. Oh, yes, I knew. I knew they were there, plotting behind that door. One has to be careful. One must separate their heads from their bodies. And yes, fire is the key to purge their souls from this earth, sending them whimpering to their masters in the beyond.
Severing its neck kills the creature instantly. The creature wears the skins of people to protect itself. And one of my favorites is the chattur'gha bone thief. But the Ulyaoth bone thief is my absolute fave.
The devils inside the servants' skulls were trying to kill me. They plotted behind doors locked and barred and planned the downfall of the human race. I took care of the ones around me, stopped their plans. There are others, I'm sure, out there, manipulating us, secreting madness inside our very heads, while our souls are pushed into the corners of our skulls, watching as our hands do tasks that we have no control over. Oh, horrible, horrible things. We must purge them from our midst. Kill them all. Cut them. Burn them. It's the only way. I know. I've done it. It works.
I love listening to him go crazy. Okay, so the xel'lotath bone thieves actually, like, the picture here just doesn't show them with a head, and technically that's correct. They have, like, these little swirly ball things that just kind of, like, in the place of where the head should be. And it's kind of weird in that one cutscene with the Pius acting as the priest guy and Paul, where he like tries to pet it. It clearly they didn't think that one through because the pet over the head, this one clearly doesn't have a head to pet on, so it's like whatever.
They are so close, their stench fills the air. You can smell them, I tell you. Somewhere between the spice of vanilla and the bitter sweetness of pustulant rot. Those creatures inhabit the bodies of men and women, exercising the human soul and replacing it with their own putrid spirits. But they couldn't fool me. No, not at all. I could smell them, you see. They were all around me. Dear God, all around. I knew what I had to do. They had to go. By blade and bullet, I had to get rid of them. Don't you understand? Dear God, I had to do it. Had to. You believe me, don't you? Don't you?
Sure. Sure, I believe you. Sure. Okay, so this one is actually my favorite, and I think it's the cutest, honestly. Yeah, it pretty much say the same thing, but it's got like it doesn't have like a physical. Well, I mean, it has a physical head, but it's kind of like it's Xel'lotath. It's kind of like a jelly thing going on, and it's kind of cute. I like it. Yep, it is a horror.
The horror. A behemoth of hatred incarnate. What manner of creature is that? A ton of flesh and sinew, wielding muscles thick as ropes strung onto claws that could crush stone and sever metal as though it were threshed wheat. Crushing, cutting. The walls shook with each step it took. Oh, the horror! An abomination. Its physiology remarkably abstract. No real organs or anything. It shouldn't work. But it did. And the mouths, those gnashing scythes of teeth. I tell you, it existed only to eat, to consume, to gnaw, to bite, to devour.
Okay, so the necks of this horror are its weakest point, thick, sinuous, no, chitinous. Armor plates of sturdy muscle protect this creature. Yeah, basically, it's hard to fucking kill.
Eyes? Rot their eyes. Their staring sees through your soul like looking through a window. And the lids, festooned with tiny hook-like teeth that gape and gnash. It doesn't make sense. No anatomy would form like that. But it has. Was it natural? How could it be? Oh, unholy beast, thou must be killed, lest you corrupt my world. Have at thee! Have at thee!
Okay. So the eyes are the weakness on the Xel'lotath horror, and the creature is highly dependent on sight rather than sound. That's probably because it has a bunch of eyes and not freaking ears.
They have no eyes, but they can see, I tell you. No eyes, No, no eyes at all, but you can feel it looking at you. It stares through you like looking through empty air, and you can feel it raking your innards with their touch. The shiver of their senses combing your bowels through empty space. Oh, horribleness!
Okay, so it doesn't have eyes, as he said, but it's far from blind. The horror's latent energy causes an electric discharge if someone comes too close. All of them do, actually. It's not just that one. If you get too close to a horror, you get electrical discharge. You get electrical discharge from them.
They came from the darkness, chittering spider-like parasites infesting the city Enga. Enga! They killed the city's inhabitants, using them for food, for slaves, for play. In the city's last dark, doomed days, blood filled the waterways, drained upon the streets, a proud, mighty race, now nothing but bloody gobbets of meat in the gutters. So it has been for eons. The Guardians, those eternal parasites, still swarm in that necropolis, feeding on those that live in ignorance many miles above us. Damn you, listen to me! They feed on us! The darkness comes. It will consume us all. We must fight them, or all is lost.
Okay. So these are the ones that kind of look like a crab spider thing. So it has an armor shell preventing physical damage, but apparently guns work. Massive jaws on the underside of its body. Yay. And no obvious vulnerability.
Oh, gibbering insanity, wrought in flesh as though an artist had sculpted it. Created from nothing by their mistress xel'lotath, a canvas as grotesque as any. Their bodies made no sense, no heads, no organs, an empty husk, devoid of the trappings of nature, but it walked, it sang, it shrieked. A mockery of reason, both natural and mental, a blasphemy from beyond the veil. The veil has opened, and we should not see beyond. We weren't meant to, never, ever meant to. Oh, give us the blessing of ignorance, the happiness of oblivion. Innocence can only be tainted, never returned.
He's got that right. Okay, so the Guardian of Xel'lotath is a curious lack of internal organs means no way of inflicting critical damage and no obvious vulnerability. All of them have no obvious vulnerability. But yeah, this one basically looks like it's got one set of hip bones, sort of, but with two spines coming out of it. And then, of course, from there, it's got ribs for each one and then arms, but no heads. Pretty cool.
Deep in those ancient caverns, a great city was lost. Long before we humans, long, long before. The proud city of Enga, decadent and trusting, and it was their downfall. When the darkness came, and the Guardians slaughtered them, their existence was but a dying echo shrieking from violated mouths, resounding within their homes, their tombs. If you stand alone in one of those halls, quietly, ever so quietly, you can hear the cries of the people of Enga, rent apart by the unseen claws of the Guardians. Their echoes still linger, as do their souls.
That was the quietest one yet. Like, he goes crazy whenever he's talking about the bone thieves, but man, did he get super quiet for the Guardian of Ulyaoth. Alright, this creature bears no relation to anything in my experience. Well, basically it really doesn't. It kind of looks like a parasite. Like, it kind of looks like one of those alien parasite things, and I think that's exactly what they were going for, really, whenever they decided to make this thing. Because that's exactly what it is. It's kind of just like a bug alien parasite that casts and is kind of annoying. And of course it has no obvious point of vulnerability. Alright, so that's all of them. That's all of them. And then that is actually it for everything. Oh, I did not know this. Hold on a second. Maybe I can give you guys the ending of each one after all. Okay. No, I cannot. Because it looks like the only... Or no, that's the epilogue, though. Ancients clash, power of... Okay, the grip of insanity. Chattur'gha's maw. The darkness comes. Power of darkness prevails, darkness vanquished. Hold on a second. Maybe? Maybe. Let's do this. Let's see.
The darkness is not so easily destroyed. No, my death is just...
This means I can show you guys what I was talking about whenever he pets the head of the Ulyaoth, or the xel'lotath thing. I just realized.
What have I done?
Is this interactive or do I just watch it?
Quickly, Alex! We must find this creature! It cannot be allowed to remain in this universe!
Okay. I was about to say, is this interactive or do I have to actually just watch, or, you know? But it's okay. This is the ending to xel'lotath.
It is finally over, my dear.
And I don't think this changes.
Are finished. For now, at least.
Okay, so I don't think that changes at all. So, darkness vanquished for xel'lotath, and I really wish I could just like skip part of this because it doesn't matter.
The darkness is not so easily destroyed.
Blah 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 blah.
My death.
But yeah, I'm totally going back to the freaking cutscene with Paul Luther in his chapter, so you guys can see what I was talking about with the bone thieves. And actually, I can show you guys the cute little Ulyaoth ones too. I'm so excited.
What have I done?
Okay. And then after this, I'll skip that too.
Quickly, Alex! We must find this creature! It cannot be allowed to remain in this universe!
Quick. Whee! Slide right on back in. Okay. And then from there, don't need to listen to that. Okay, so let me go back up. Chapter 10, 9, 8. Okay. Heresy revealed. Oh, it has to be this one, yeah. Yep, here it is.
You are a clever man, Brother Luther. Wanting answers to clarify your new position as fugitive, you seek them out, and this is what you find. Tell me, what does a man such as
Blah, blah,
yourself
blah, blah, blah.
think of
Let's just look
when
at the
he finds
cute.
the
Well, I
viper's
mean,
nest of
the
heresy,
xel'lotath ones aren't
when he
really
finds the
cute,
very
so,
source of
I mean,
corruption.
meh. Meh.
I think of irony. Irony of what you, masquerading as a member of the Inquisition, stand for. And
For
that you
evil.
stand for evil. Evil is merely a perspective which no longer concerns me, Luther. You will be executed in the most painful manner imaginable.
I mean, actually, you think about it. No, they really didn't.
In the name of our true Lord, xel'lotath. Come, my children.
Okay, now see, this is the
Feast on
discrepancy
this
that I think is kind of
morsel,
weird.
and let us
The
return
difference
to
that
our
these guys
preparations.
have. It's just like, see, they don't have heads. Literally no head. They just have that. So it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Alright, now you guys get to see the cutest ones ever. Oh my god, I just have to sit through this talking.
Brother Luther. Wanting answers to clarify your new position as fugitive.
Like, this is boring. Like, I mean, I could just go ahead and, like, record every single of the cutscenes in their differences with each other, but I mean, that would be boring in my opinion. So,
When he finds a viper's nest of
I mean,
heresy, when he finds the very source of corruption.
there's not much
Think of irony.
difference. Like, there's literally
Irony of
no
what
difference.
you, masquerading as a member of the Inquisition,
There's no difference in a
stand
lot of them.
for.
It's just
And
that
you
they
stand for
change up
evil.
wording a little bit on some of them.
Evil is merely a perspective.
Then he's
which
just
no
like,
longer
"Oh my
concerns
lord,
me,
Ulioth!"
You
Yep,
will be
that's about to just
executed in
happen.
the most painful manner imaginable.
Broken your frail
After
body
I
and
break
mind.
Your frail body and mind. In the name of
Ulioth.
our true Lord.
Ulioth. Now see, these are the
Come,
cutest.
my
They're so
children.
cute. Oh my
Feast
god.
on this morsel,
They're gonna be so
and
cute.
let us return to our preparations.
Oh my god, look at them! They're bright blue and they're cute. And they're see-through. I love them. They're adorable. They're adorable. I love them. Okay. Okay. We're done now. So guys, I mean, that's it. That's all of the stuff that I have for Eternal Darkness. So we've completed it. All. 100%. And this is, of course, before I've defeated the final boss, which I've already defeated the final boss at this point. But yeah, I mean, there's not much else. I've completed one of the games that gave me the most heartache and trouble ever in my childhood. And I did it with a pretty damn good poker face. Well, I wouldn't say a poker face, but I mean, I definitely have not had any problems with this game now. Like, nothing. No problems whatsoever. So, it's good to know. It's good to know. Anyway, I hope I see you guys at the next Let's Play. Bye!